He hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Vassell pairs with Barnes to make up the forward pair. Fox and Castle are their guards, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5 spot. And for the Rockets, they'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Then it's Alperen Şengün. Then it's Thompson, and it's Okogie in at the 2. Nothing quite like a rivalry game. We all love them. Richard, how much extra attention do these games get from the players and the coaches?
Players won't say it to the media, but we know what's at stake. Since the schedule was released, these games have been circled on the calendar by both teams.
Now, here is Smith. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. A pass to Fox. Back to Wembanyama. And good that time.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Here's Okogie. This game he had 10 points. Durant, that's good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Ime Udoka. I wanted to know what his defensive scheme was against De'Aaron Fox, and he told me we need to limit transition opportunities because that's when he's really dangerous. Speed is one of his biggest strengths, so we need to slow the game down to our pace. Let's see if they're able to accomplish it. Back to you guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Here's Barnes. Lays it up and banks it in.
Saw the play develop, and Barnes got out in front to get the score.
Outside Durant. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And here is Fox. After the three-pointer from KD.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside Durant. Şengün with a screen on Vassell. KD's shot is off. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Wembanyama finds Castle. And it's Vassell in the corner. That 3 off the mark. Rockets trail by 3. Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Here's Castle after the made shot from KD. Count that one.
I love that basket from Castle. Heady play from the rookie.
Houston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Okogie. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. In the corner, Smith with it. Pass to Okogie. Lock at 6. On the top of the key, Wembanyama with the rebound. And Fox has it in the corner. No good with the triple. And it's Şengün with the ball for the Rockets. They trail by 3. Şengün with the screen for Durant. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Outside, Fox. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
The lefty, De'Aaron Fox, boy, I am happy I do not have to check him.
De'Aaron Fox, RJ, isn't the only member of his family that can shoot the ball. His wife's pretty good, too.
Oh, you're right about that. His wife played Division I basketball at 2 big-time schools. She was pretty good in her day, and De'Aaron wears number 4 to honor her.
And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
That one goes. Count it.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Now Fox. 8 points his last outing. In the corner, Castle with it. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Castle's got 5.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at San Antonio, third best record here in the early going. And, of course, the Rockets, 2.5 games back.
And, you know, for the Spurs, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Now, here's Şengün. Last game he had 28 points. Şengün with the screen for Thompson. Smith outside. Pass to Okogie. Oh, the rejection by Wembanyama.
A moment now to see the numbers for Barnes. How his last 10 games have gone. Averaging 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
And that's what you need from some guys on the team. Not everyone can be an all-star. You need glue guys to find that success too.
Now, here's Fox. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. And Thompson kicks to Şengün. Durant in the corner. They double-team KD. For 3, Okogie. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
You expect Durant to finish when he drives, but he fooled the defense by making that pass.
Pass to Barnes. Vassell, a screen on Thompson. Fox from outside. It's rebounded by Durant.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Thompson in the corner. Outside, KD. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Oh, yeah. Castle can leap up to the rim. The rookie putting some power behind that finish.
Smith outside. Outside, KD. Pass to Okogie. Smith on the wing. The tray. The 3-pointer is right on target.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Şengün against Wembanyama. Right side, Fox. And stolen by Thompson. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And Smith with the stuff.
And you see how fast Smith leaks out. He loves running in the open floor.
Vassell outside. Barnes sets a screen for Vassell. It's good from long range. Vassell's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Spurs.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Şengün with a screen on Fox. Thompson passes to Şengün. Count it, good.
That's a nice shot in traffic. Şengün is crafty in there.
And here is Fox. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Houston making some changes. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Jae'Sean Tate comes in for Jabari Smith. And Shepard subbed in for Josh Okogie. The Spurs also changing it up. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Devin Vassell. And it's Johnson in for Castle. Wembanyama, right side. It's stolen by Tate. 3-on-3. Here's Thompson. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. San Antonio leading. Outside, Fox. Wembanyama sets a screen for Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Woo, boy, Johnson, let's just say he's a great athlete, wouldn't you agree?
And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. And finished off by Katie.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Here's Sohan. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Amen Thompson.
Even though it didn't go down, he'll take that shot every time.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, this is a testament to how competitive Durant is. Able to score against physical defenders.
Still, to this day, RJ, Kevin Durant still seems matchup proof.
Well, yeah, because nothing's changed with his height and the skill. That quick release and his competitiveness, oh, it's the same as it's ever been.
Houston making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. And the free throw is good, now leading by one. At this point of the season, you can really start, Richard, to feel teams kicking into gear.
Oh, this is about the time when things seem to get rolling. I know I wasn't necessarily a ready out-the-gate type player. It takes some games to get into your groove.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it. And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball." Back to you, Kevin.
Yeah, he's taken over. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Here's Sohan. Scoreless thus far. Here's Shepard, guarded by Fox. Tate the pass to Shepard. At the elbow, Adams. And there's Shepard on the assist by Adams. And the Rockets lead by one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside, Fox. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox to the paint. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And also, they've been draining mid-range jump shots, measuring the defense well, and just taking what they give them.
Free throw good, Wembanyama.
I tip my hat to Victor. Came into this league with insane expectations, and he's embraced the pressure and met those expectations thus far.
Now here's Adams, still without a basket. Pass to Davison. Shot clock at 6. Tate, no good. 1:25 left to play in the first quarter. Now Wembanyama. Castle sets the screen for Wembanyama. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots, off to a good start.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
Shepard with the ball. 11 points last game. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play. So Adams will go to the free throw line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. Richard, Steven Adams is a bit of a throwback, isn't he?
Yeah, he never takes a three. He's a traditional big man. He wants to bang down low and dominate the glass. Steven uses his strength and his length.
Tari Eason's checked in for Houston. Spurs also with the sub. Hornets checked in. And Adams, no good on that one. And one thing, Richard, you note about this Spurs organization is their stability.
Yeah, the same governorship for 3 decades. The front office has been in place for almost as long. Now Mitch Johnson has taken over as coach, but it was a smooth transition, not a big shakeup.
Here's Shepard following the bucket by the Spurs. Şengün with a screen on Castle. The Rockets again can't hit. Spurs leading by 4. To the middle, 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here they go. And Şengün throws it down.
Hey, look, sometimes you just got to let the big man work. Şengün doing it in style.
Here's Castle. He's got 7. In the corner, Sohan with it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the deep.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We'll return shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
In rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Castle is in at shooting guard with Johnson at the small forward. Sohan is out there with Luke Cornett, and it's Harper in at the point. Sohan inside. Şengün's there. Basket counts. Sohan's got the lead up to 7 now for the Spurs.
Kept moving and working inside. Jeremy finally found the position and finished it.
Pass to Şengün. There's the 3. The rebound by the Spurs. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching, having your players focused.
And that one misses. One thing you hear players talking about after they've been in the league for a while, Richard, they say the game slows down. When did that happen for you?
For me, it was probably my 3rd year. The end of my 3rd year, the game started to slow down a little bit for me. I went from 9 points to 15 to 18. The game really slowed down in that 3rd year.
and he sinks the second. And, Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future, and they've already shown they can make a major impact.
Now, here's Johnson. Last game we saw him score 13. Cornet, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
As his career has progressed, Johnson has really improved as a playmaker.
Pass to Holiday. Now, here's Şengün. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Holiday gets the bucket.
This is something that Goonie does well for his position, connecting on timely passes.
Now, here's Harper. Defense right on him. Yep, that one goes in there.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. At the elbow, it's Şengün. Banked in off the glass. 6 points for Şengün.
Few guys can absorb contact as well as Şengün. That's a tough shot.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs. San Antonio leading by 5. Now Harper. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Vassell outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Vassell's got 9.
Vassell has no conscience behind the arc. He will not hesitate to get it up.
Şengün with the ball. Sohan's there. Harper with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. Goes up. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And Vassell shows you why you better not disrespect his balance.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter, with about 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Şengün. Puts it up from 15. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area, really keeps the defense honest.
And when we talk about the numbers, the analytics for great shooters like him, pretty much any shot is a good shot.
Now, here's Harper. It's stolen by Shepherd. Outside Holiday. Lets it go from 11. Hits the front of the rim and out.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Castle, no one around him. And Cornet gets it to go. Cornet's got the lead up to 10 now for San Antonio. Rockets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. So for the Rockets, Kevin Durant comes in for Tate. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Aaron Holiday. Spurs also with the sub. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Luke Cornet. Here's Thompson. Nothing on the board. Pass to Shepherd. A three-pointer, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Now, Sohan. Now, Wembanyama. Adams defending. Fade away. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Vassell.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Thompson looking for an opening. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
That's good from Durant. And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special. And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Now here's Durant. 32 points for him last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Oh, yeah, and he was piling up the blocks, too, 4 of them. And it's about more than just that number. It's about getting into shooters' heads.
Here's Castle after the Rockets pick up 3. Castle sets the screen for Harper. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Rockets trail by 9. Pass to Shepard. Here's Şengün. Thompson outside. Off target with his 3. The Spurs have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. Rockets have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Katie, a screen on Harper. Here's Shepard. No good on the triple. Spurs leading by 9. Out to the wing. Pass to Sohan. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like that. Almost too wide open.
Şengün with the bucket.
Şengün beat you with finesse and physicality.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Houston making a switch. Smith has checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Johnson comes in for Stephon Castle. And it's Fox in for Harper. Wembanyama against Şengün. Johnson with a screen on Şengün. Wembanyama against Şengün. And Wembanyama too much inside.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Durant kicks to Şengün. Pass to Smith. Durant feeling it out a bit. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Look at Katie going to work inside.
How many guys his size can pull up off the dribble and move like that? Durant is the real unicorn.
Sohan with the ball. He has 5. And the 3 ball is good. Fox has got 6.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Pass to Sohan. Outside, Fox. Shoots the 3. Şengün with the rebound.
Well, despite some uneven shooting for him, they're still out in front.
And here is Durant. He's got 22. Goes up on the wing. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox. He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never disleave me. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Rockets. Okogie comes in for Shepard. Free throw no good for Wembanyama.
We've already run out of ways to describe Wembanyama. Alien, freak, superstar. Probably not anything from this world.
The shot's good. Smith's got 7 points in the game.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Now, here's Vassell. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
Fox. Here's Sohan. Rebounded by Capella.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
And it's Smith finishing it off.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
San Antonio leading by 4. Here's Fox. He has 6. Johnson in the corner. Shot clock at 5. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp. Last outing for the Rockets, it was a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans. The screen from Thompson. Durant for 3. So smooth on the 3 from Durant.
Nice start for him beyond the arc. He's already hit 3 triples, and I'm pretty sure there's more to come.
Outside, Fox. Floats it up. Nobody's getting that high, but Wembanyama.
You know, the perfect lob partner, Wembanyama, with elite hand-eye coordination.
Durant against Vassell. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Jeremy Sohan. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Johnson. That's good from Durant.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Wembanyama looking it over. We've got 1:28 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Castle. A three-pointer off the mark. Houston's gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Thompson passes to Smith. Here's Okogie. Castle covering. From past the arc. Okogie misses.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Fox has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Spurs.
That's encouraging to see. Fox knows how important it is to cash in from deep.
Durant down low. Covered by Vassell. Durant uses his size and close.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
That's their second personal.
This past offseason, the Rockets had to find a balance, Richard, between adding talent and maintaining chemistry.
Yeah, that's because continuity was a big factor in their success. But they also understand that in order to win in the postseason, you need star power.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
Pass to Castle. Now here's Barnes. Outside, Fox. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Houston moving it around. And here is Durant. Out to Smith. Fires for 3. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Smith. KD's got the lead up to 1 now for the Rockets. Now here's Fox. Over Thompson. Another one falls for San Antonio. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs out in front. They're up by 1. We'll see you back here after the break for 3rd quarter basketball.
Let's get up and get ready for your boxing bout. Arena Entertainment.
Glad you could join us. The story tonight for the Houston Rockets through 2 quarters, a tightly contested matchup.
I've seen more stops in All-Star games. What do they call the guys? Oh yeah, Matador defense. But just let scores go by.
Ole, ole, ole. Taking a peek now at the upcoming schedule.
And you know, for that matchup with the Wizards, they hold some advantages but can't play sloppy or uninspired. Still have to come in focused and get the job done.
That's just like us here in the studio. It's hard to bring it every day, but, you know, we try. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Rockets trail. Smith and Şengün make up the 4 and the 5. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Durant. And it's Okogie in a shooting guard. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Vassell. Outside, Fox. Another miss by Fox. Thompson outside. Pass to Smith. Durant in the corner. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And here is Fox. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. Beyond the arc. Rockets with the rebound. Şengün's got his 4th rebound in this one. Smith against Vassell. And that one's drained from the low block. Smith's got the first points of the second half here for the Rockets. Vassell outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Four on the shot clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And that one's good. Barnes.
And that's confidence right there. Barnes wasting no time firing away.
The Rockets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Outside, KD. Durant soaring in for the deuce.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Barnes screen on KD. And the basket by Vassell.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Now here's Durant. He's got 36. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Thompson.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Here's Castle. 7 points in the game.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Şengün with a screen on Vassell. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. That's going to send Şengün to the line. That one on Castle. Richard, we know that anytime Alperen Şengün steps on the floor, he's a triple-double threat.
Yeah, he's one of the tallest players to ever have multiple triple-doubles. Şengün is such a great passer. It adds another dimension to their offense. Looking at the start of Şengün's career, here's a guy who's really stepped up his game, has become a key player for them.
Now, here's Fox. 11 points in the game. Pass to Castle. Now here's Barnes, covered by Smith. Wembanyama, a screen on Smith. Barnes can't get it to go. The Rockets leading. Okogie for 3. Good on the triple. Okogie's got 6 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Vassell outside. And they get it. Sinks the triple. Vassell's got 6 here in this quarter.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
To the inside. Fox against Thompson. Smith outside. So the wing on the left. Here's Okogie. Castle covering. Okogie misses. The Spurs have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. He gets it in there. And that's 13 points for De'Aaron Fox.
Oh, mercy. De'Aaron Fox with the move and the finish. That's a nice setup.
Outside Durant. This one for 3. Rebound San Antonio. Now Wembanyama. He's got 20. Fox looking it over. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Thompson dishes to KD. Down low. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Shepard's checked in for Josh Okogie. We've got a chance here, so let's now look at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA, the league's stingiest teams. In third, the Rockets.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
In the corner, it's Wembanyama. And here's Barnes for three. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Thompson outside. Back to KD. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
An impossible guy to cover. Durant puts defenses in situations where they must compromise and foul him.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Houston.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And during this game, they sliced the D apart by just attacking the rim, flat out dominating them inside.
That free throw good from Durant.
One of the most accomplished players in the game. Durant's sole focus is to continue contending for titles.
Durant nails both of them.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Outside, Fox. Pass to Castle. San Antonio again missing. Houston leading by 4. Durant inside. Castle covering. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. It's going to send Kevin Durant to the line. That one on Castle. He's gone 6 of 6 from the free throw line. And the Spurs making a change here. Johnson's checked in.
At the line for Houston, Kevin Durant. One shot.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Spurs trail by 7. Outside, Fox. Over Shepherd. Buries the easy one. Fox has got 4 this quarter.
Flashing that creativity is so much fun watching Fox carve up defenses like this.
Smith for 3. Rebounded by Castle.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Pass to Wembanyama. Spurs working the ball around now. Johnson can't hit. Houston leading by 5. Here's Durant. That's good from 17 feet away. Durant's got 43 points.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Outside, Fox. Pass to Castle. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Shepherd with a screen for KD. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Durant's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Outside, Fox. Over Shepherd. Leans inside. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Fox.
Normally you go straight up with it, but all that matters is that he made it.
Thompson with it. 7 points in the game. Şengün with a screen on Castle. Thompson with it. Guarded now by Barnes. 5 to shoot. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Can't nail the jumper. Spurs trail by 4. And Wembanyama outside. Here's Fox. Here's Castle. 10 points for him. The rebound by Shepherd. Pass to Thompson. And stolen by Castle. The 3. The rebound by Shepherd. Shepherd's got his 4th rebound in this one.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
Now here's Durant. He has 45 points. Over Barnes. Durant, no good. Spurs shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Castle with the bounce pass. And here is Fox. He's got 17. Over Shepherd. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 8 points here in this quarter.
The defense was so focused on keeping Fox in front of them, and that gave him enough room to sink it in from mid-range.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Some changes here for the Spurs. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wembanyama. And Jeremy Sohan subbed in for Barnes. Now here's Adams. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And it's in there. Adams has got 5 now.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
2 minutes.
Johnson, the pass to Cornett.
2 minutes.
Now Fox. An easy 2 points on the layup. 21 points for De'Aaron Fox.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Pass to Adams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
And the first one at the line is good. Smith checked in for Houston. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Harper's checked in. And so Adams nails both of them. Spurs trail by 4. Now Castle. 10 points for him. We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. 5 on the clock. And here's Harper from the arc. Rebound by Smith. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Right wing from the arc. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
Houston making a switch. Eason's checked in.
Number 17. Eason.
And San Antonio shooting 45% from the field since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Castle with it. A good portion of their scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. And it's good for 2. Castle's got 5 points now this quarter.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
Davison, the pass to Tate. Going inside and stolen by Castle. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Harper wide open. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Houston's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul. Fifth team foul. At the line for 2. Esau.
That free throw good from Eason. Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. And so Eason nails both of them. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Castle. He's got 12. There's a screen. Inside, deflects the pass. It's stolen by Adams. Now Shepard. Shoots over Cornet. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Rockets. Offensively, this has been his best game of the season. This is the most points he's scored all year. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
And from a team perspective, having your off-guard rip-off passes like that, it's awesome. It shows you have guys willing to give up the rock.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. In the post, it'll be Sohan with Wembanyama. Johnson is out there with Harper. And it's Vassell in at the 3, the small forward. Now Shepard, after Keldon Johnson missed from long range. Here's Şengün. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Şengün's fun to watch on the block. Drop steps, spin moves, up and unders. This man will put on a clinic down low.
Şengün taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good.
He left some at the line, but at least he made it a 2-possession game.
Vassell against Tate. Vassell outside. No good on the 3.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Şengün passes to Adams. Here's Holiday. Houston moving it around. Tate finds Şengün. 6 on the shot clock. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. The quick look, no good that time. Rockets leading by 5. Here's Holiday in the corner. Tate with it. Pass to Shepard. Shoots over Vassell. And it's Shepard missing.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
From 11 feet away, buries the jump shot. Vassell's got 19 points.
You see the improvement in Vassell's jump shot, looking more and more confident now.
Adams, the pass to Shepard. Fires the three. Another miss by Houston.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to Şengün. Here's Shepard from downtown. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Over Shepard. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And Wembanyama's ability to pick and pop from anywhere on the floor puts defenders on their heels.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Durant checked in for Aaron Holiday. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened to Ime Udoka's huddle. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Durant against Johnson. Şengün kicks to Tate. Clock at 4. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Now, here's Johnson. Wembanyama outside. To Johnson, top of the key, and he swishes it right through. And the Spurs lead by 3.
Seems like Johnson is always ready to strike. When he sees a look he likes, he attacks.
KD passes to Adams. Now Shepard, he's guarded by Harper. In the corner, Tate with it. Back to Şengün. To Adams, shoots over Johnson, and Durant gets it to go. The assist by Adams. Durant's got 47 points.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
To the middle, here's Wembanyama, and Wembanyama throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now here's Adams. Pass to KD. Physical defense. And KD does not flinch.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something that everyone knows or should know. When Durant turns it on, there is no slowing him down. That's how lethal of a scorer he is in NBA history.
Tate the pass to Durant. And good! He hits it again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
For the Rockets, Smith checked in for Adams. Lynx Thompson in for Tate. The Spurs also changing it up. Barnes, he's checked in for Jeremy Sohan. Stephon Castle comes in for Devin Vassell. And it's Fox in for Harper. That's good from Durant. San Antonio trailing here. Wembanyama outside. The wide open look here for Fox. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
3 points.
Wembanyama's got 5 assists in the game. Outside, KD. pass to Shepard. Here's the three. The Rockets again can't hit.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And Fox gets it to go.
We've seen Fox take over games before. Only takes a few shots to go, and then this man is feeling it.
Here's Shepard. KD on the wing. Shepard with a screen for KD. The Rockets with another miss. Spurs leading by 3. Castle with it. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, man, what an incredible throwdown by the rookie Castle.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
That's good from Castle.
Known for his strong defense, Castle is someone any coach would love to have. He is a hard-working rookie.
Bounce pass from Durant. Will it go? Connects again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Back to Fox. Over Shepard. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
I love what Fox has been able to do offensively. He's really dictating the pace of his game.
Durant kicks to Smith. Over in the corner, Shepard. Şengün with a screen on Fox. Shepard, the pass to Smith. Outside Durant, just 5 on the clock. And taken away by Johnson. And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. And Fox gets it to go.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Here's Shepard. Back to Durant. And another one falls. Amazing. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Johnson, a wide open look, and a miss there on the triple.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And with the game and the balance here in the fourth, he's been unflappable. 6 of 8 from the field, providing them with some big buckets.
Here's Castle. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Now here's Durant. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Johnson. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
They are just killing him on the interior.
KD against Johnson. Durant. And good! There's another.
And what a night. Arguably the best in franchise history.
Tying the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it. Back to Fox. Launches it. It's rebounded by Houston.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Wembanyama reels it in. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Şengün against Fox. Now Wembanyama. And stolen by Şengün. Durant, he got it again. Sensational.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time. And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Okogie's checked in for the Rockets. The Spurs also with the sub. Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. Spurs leading by 4. Outside, Fox. Now Barnes. Castle fires. He drills the 3.
This is something Castle has been working on, developing his long-range consistency.
Katie against Vassell. And again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Now Castle puts up the 3. That's off. Durant, 12-footer, gets it.
Big-time players make big-time shots. Durant, he lives for these opportunities.
Fox against Thompson. Wembanyama trying to free himself up. Oh, my goodness. Wembanyama delivers the hammer.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Vassell against KD. There's a Kobe. Shingun. Fox with the rebound. We've got 1:18 left in the 4th. It's deflected. And here's Thompson. Now Durant. Again, what an avalanche.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught.
Team foul. At the line for 1. Kevin Durant.
The free throw drops for Durant.
That's what they needed from him. Unaffected by the pressure.
Up top, Fox. He's covered by Thompson.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Inside, guarded by Fox. Good, he hits again.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Fox against Thompson. Now, here's Fox. Tight defense on him. Now Barnes. Just 4 to shoot. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Team foul.
On the wing, Fox. He's covered by Thompson. Count it.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Now a timeout called by Houston. 17 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Four-point game. Outside, Smith. And the three misses. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Shooting for San Antonio, De'Aaron Fox, taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here.
And another one falls.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history.
And honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. I mean, he's into the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and Wilt's 100 are the only higher scoring games ever.
Here's Fox. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
De'Aaron, there was definitely a point in the second half where you just took over. What's on your mind in those situations?
I mean, for myself, just kind of know where you're getting the shot. You know, obviously with some of the better teams in the league, you know, if something bad's happening, sometimes, you know, that 1 or 2 players just has to be able to take the game over. And I feel like I'm always able to get to my spot. And at the end of the day is if you can put the ball in the basket. And I think I did a good job at that in the second half.
Thanks, De'Aaron.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.